Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina and today we are going to be rounding up all of the awesome cards that we got in Fates Collide booster box that we just opened. So starting off with our full art cards, we have the super shiny Umbreon EX with the golden accents and Team Rocket's handiwork. I think they're really cool cards and will make a great addition to our rare binder. Next up for regular EX cards, we've got Diancie EX, Audino EX, the title character of this whole booster box, Mega Alakazam EX, or I suppose one of the title characters, but it does seem like he's the primary feature. As well as Genesect EX. He's been featured in so many sets, it's kind of surprising to me. But yeah, so 4 EX cards and 2 full art cards. So that's 6 in 36 booster packs. You know, one every 6 booster packs. Pretty good ratio, I'd say, considering all of the other cards, like 2 break cards. Here we've got Carbink Break, which my camera is having a hard time with because it's so shiny. And Bronzong Break. So if those are considered the same rarity, then we have 8 ultra rares in 36 packs, or roughly one every 4 or 5 packs. Oops. Next up we have some holo cards. Lucario holo rare, Mew holo rare, White Kyurem. We actually ended up getting 2 White Kyurem holos. A Delphox. Delphox Break is on the box there, but we did not get a Delphox Break. And Tyranitar. So that's an additional 6 holos. So we are up to 14, I guess, good packs, you could say, out of 36. So we were getting something good over, or quicker than 1 in 3 packs. Speaking of good cards, we also got quite a few reverse holo rares. Check this out. And this may not be all of the reverse holo rares that we got. I started separating them out as well as some of the rares, I think in like the 2nd or 3rd episode, so some of them may actually be in the cards that I sorted by type on accident. But let's check out our reverse holo rares. Moltres, Lugia, Snorlax, Reuniclus, Mothim, the Lucario that we already saw, as well as Superior. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reverse holo rares. So 7 plus 14, that's 21. Wow, so basically like 2 out of every 3 packs we are getting something good, I guess you could say. And then we have regular rare cards. Again, I don't know if I got all of them. I think I pulled out the cool ones, such as Lugia, Zygarde, Bronzong, Aerodactyl, Moltres, Carbink, Mr. Mime, and Snorlax. I definitely put the repeats. I sorted them into a category, so. Oops. Oh yeah, here's some other regular rares. Mothim, Marowak, Rotom, Serperior, Grumpig, Mandibuzz, Lucario, Exploud, Umstar, Barbaracle, Kabutops, Grumpig, Serperior, Mothim, Marowak. A couple of repeats in there. But yeah, I think as far as the ones that I may want to put in my binder, I like these guys. These guys I will sort into type and then alphabetically. So, hope you liked watching this whole series. Again, I would not have the means to nearly open as many booster boxes as we have recently if it weren't for my awesome Patreon patrons. So if you ever want to help me open up some more, my Patreon link is in the description, as well as an Amazon wishlist of cards. And that's my only plug for that. Let's get into sorting these cards. So, I don't know if you've seen my roundup video last time, but after showing off all the cool special cards that we got, I started sorting these into type and then into alphabetical order so that they can better go in my ginormous collection, which is all alphabetized. Yes, that took forever, and I have several sorting videos showing me doing that. But for right now, what I've been trying to do is at the end of all of the individual pack opening videos, I have gone ahead and sorted them into type at least, so it's not quite as daunting when I need to go back and actually sort them alphabetically. So yeah, I think, well, I didn't want the piles to get too large and topple over, so they're kind of in like these little stacks, but need to go ahead and combine them all together so we can see what we're up against. Oops, I didn't actually have a fire type one started. Luckily, when you're opening a bunch of cards or packs from the same set, the alphabetizing isn't as painful as you would think, because once they're already down into type, you know, there's only so many different Pokemon per type in one set. I mean, 140 something odd cards if you take into account the secret rares, so it doesn't take too long. I will say though, the trainers can get a little repetitive, but that's just because there's more, like you're not breaking it down into type. Alright, for the next pile here. Oops. Ooh, there we go. But see, now you can kind of maybe see some of the other cards that we got in this set as a refresher. We were definitely doubling, tripling, quadrupling up in the last video in the opening series, but that's what happens when you get a whole booster box. Let's see, next one here. So 36 booster packs and 10 cards per pack, 360 new cards for the collection. And so I think when the new set of Pokemon cards comes out, what I want to do, ideally, what would be fun, I think, is to get a booster box of the newest Sun and Moon set, and then make a deck from those cards, and then give it away to you guys. I think that would be a really fun way to say thank you for all the support and stuff. I haven't really worked out the logistics yet, but I think that would be a fun little thing. I realized I had not organized a giveaway yet, which I had been meaning to for a while, but I have not put the time and effort into planning one yet. So we're definitely overdue for one. Wow, this set only had one electric Pokemon, Rotom. Okay, well, that's the electric pile sorted. Stick it over here. And only 2 special energies, so that's not bad. Not too many dark types, so why don't we start there? Ton of Vullaby. Are they entirely Vullaby? No, there's one Mandibuzz. Well, that was not very difficult. Who is the least next? I think Steel type. Bronzor, Wormadam, Bronzor, Wormadam, and Bronzong would actually come before. Yes, that's right. Okay. See, it's not too bad. We are getting into some larger piles, though. Fennekin, Braixen, Fennekin, Fennekin. I would have, I actually did think to do the deck giveaway with this set, but since it's older, I wanted to save the giveaway idea for like a new set, so if you want to like take it to a tournament, it'll like be playable for the longest amount of time, if that makes sense. Like because I know that they do cutoffs of like which sets can be played in tournaments and stuff, so yeah, I know this one's been out for a while, so figured do the newest one, and then, you know, you guys can hopefully get some use out of it. May have to stand up to do this. I forgot how easy it is to run out of room while organizing these. This is really the first one that's needed like space that I don't want to just like sort in my hand, so. Ah, my nail. Just the nail polish just lifted up in like one whole big sheet. Aw, dang. I knew I was doing these kind of thick. Oh darn. Wonder if I can just put some gel underneath and then stick it back on to at least get like another day out of it. I was meant to film another video right after this too. Munch pack opening. Yeah, well, you know, good job, self. I actually, before it like fully comes off, may go and try to save it really quickly before I continue this video. Tuberculosis, Rhinitis, Coughing, Grumbig, Gothita, and Erosion. Alright. It's actually time for me to change my camera battery anyway, so let me go deal with my nail. Oh yeah, by the way, do you like them? They're sparkly. Basically just dipped my fingers in a whole bunch of glitter, but in order for it to not be like too textured on top, I did have to layer like a whole bunch of top coat on, which is probably why this one just completely lifted off. Okay, I'll be right back. I think I saved it. I think I managed to save it. Alright, let's continue with fairy type. I don't really remember what I was talking about. But, so I did finally do my taxes this year. Yeah, I kept waiting for YouTube to send me that $10.99 miscellaneous form, and I even, like, went to the like page to make them like resend it, and it never showed up, so I just kind of put down whatever, like, okay, if they want to come try to contest that, be my guest. But yeah, so some of my, I guess, upcoming things this year that I'm going to be looking into is potentially registering my YouTube channel as like a business instead of just me. Literally all of the money that I make from AdSense or Patreon or anything, I just buy stuff for my channel. So it's not like I really, I don't know, the company would, like, I guess if it's a company or something, would own like whatever I write off as a tax thing. I don't know. But I think it would allow me to do, oh wait, these are not in order, would allow me, I think because I have like a full-time job as well, and then this income is taxed harsher because it's like just adding on to my regular income, and it's like in a tax bracket that I don't think it would be taxed as if it were like a business's only income, if that makes sense. I still need to do more research, but it seems like I'm now getting to the point where that would make more sense, as well as I've been meaning to get a P.O. box for a while, so we can maybe like swap around cards and stuff, and it'd be fun to be pen pals. But the issue, I guess, of if I, at the moment, like, get a P.O. box and register it to myself, and then later create, like, a business for YouTube, I don't know if it would be difficult or, like, not allowed to switch it over, because, like, I probably wouldn't be able to write it off tax-wise, if it was like registered under me and not the business. Yeah, so looking into that potentially. Again though, because I do have a full-time regular job, most of my YouTube efforts and time spent working on YouTube things isn't really the logistic section. It's literally just filming and editing, so I should dedicate some time to sit down and actually do this research. Yeah, just one of those things. It's not a very fun topic for me, especially when I could be like filming or something instead, so I've been putting it off. But maybe now telling you guys, it'll force me to actually do it or something. Speaking of channel upgrades, or news, I guess you could say, if you've made it this far in the opening series, you probably already know this, but I have selected the things that we need this year to get finally an audio upgrade, going for the 3DO headspace, the first level of it, which is like $450 something before tax, and then in order to use that we need an audio recording device, which is $100, so it's like $450, probably $500 with tax and shipping and such, upgrade that I've been meaning to make for a while now, that we finally can. And then on also the upgrade notes, a face camera so that you can see my face as I do things. I think would be a next step upgrade. So there was a couple different ways I could go about this. And I may try various combinations out before making any additional camera purchases, but so I have a GoPro, which I may do some test footage with. The only problem is it's not great in low light. It's meant for like being outside and stuff, and currently I just have the one ring light that I do kind of bounce off this white wall in the background for this type of video. So not sure how well it would do lighting my face, but again, this setup is just what works for right now, so I'm totally up for rearranging my office to potentially fix the lighting scenario. But yeah, what was I saying? I started paying attention to the cards and I lost what I was saying. It'll come back to me. I guess just that I can try out the GoPro and see how that does. Only problem is I can't really see if I'm in frame with a GoPro as I could with this camera, because it has like a pop-out screen, and the camera quality won't be great. But since it's gonna be like a small little box in the corner, maybe that's not too necessary. I've also thought about using my phone, but even with, I guess, a micro SD in the phone, not convinced that it'll be the quality that I want, or that it will be able to record for long stretches of time. I also have an older point-and-shoot camera. Again, I wouldn't have the pop-out screen. And currently I only have the one battery that's in it, and I don't have the charger and the other battery. I'm pretty sure it's at my desk in my parents' house, but I forgot to look for it when I was there this past weekend for Easter's. So all of those are some different options. Ideally, what I think would be best, and probably it's going to happen if enough time goes by anyway, I am looking at the Canon 70D and 80D cameras, like real full-on cameras, because I'm still shooting on a point-and-shoot right now, the Canon's G7X, which, I mean, it's good. It's definitely served me well. I like that I can just take it and go and vlog and stuff. But doesn't quite have that quality of a real camera, quote, quote. And there's no hot shoe for like a microphone or whatever you call it, and there's no like place for me to plug in a microphone, so my microphones have all been external so far, which I suppose wouldn't really matter if with an upgrade to the 3DO, but it might be cool to have a directional mic for if I do regular type YouTube videos as well. Yeah, just a couple of options. Unfortunately, the Canon 70D and 80D are like $1,000, so definitely gonna put that purchase off until I think it's worth it. But so in that case, my current point and shoot that we're shooting on right now would become the face cam. So that's I guess the optimal eventual plan. Yeah, a lot of upgrades in the works. Where would this go? Right here. Okay. So that's the, I guess, update for channel upgrades. Of course, I'm trying to intersperse these, upgrades with actually buying content-related items. And there's always the not very fun or interesting purchases, such as micro SD cards. Once I have a face cam as well as the new microphone that has a recorder like itself, I will be going through quite a lot of micro SD cards, or just regular SD cards even, just due to the fact that like I'll be recording so much data every time I go to record something. Not to mention just the number of physical devices that at any given time will have or need an SD card that's not like full of footage that I haven't done something with yet. So yeah, I might have to make a bulk purchase of those sometime soon. I think I've been kind of cycling through. I have two 128 gigabyte micro SD cards and one 64 gigabyte one. But something is up with one of the 128 gigabyte ones. It only wants to record like a minute or so worth of footage at a time before just like stopping. And I don't know if it's like some setting with my camera or like the micro SD card itself just needs to be like reformatted. The other two SD cards seem to work fine, so guessing that it's something to do with the SD card itself. Maybe it's just old or something. Maybe it just needs to be reformatted. But yeah, again, haven't had the time to track it down. You should see my to-do list for YouTube in general. It is huge, not to mention my giant book of all of the videos that I want to film but don't quite have time for. I end up often booting some of the less fun tasks down to the bottom of my list in favor of shooting new content, since that's kind of the priority, right? Making content on a regular schedule. But it's time for me to start doing some of that unfun stuff again, unfortunately. Just, you know, general admin work. also wanted to do some live streams on YouTube, but I haven't, again, worked out the technical aspects of it since I do have the pretty long to-do list, but it's on my list that at some point we will try out some live streaming. I don't know what I would do during that live stream. Maybe draw or something? But I think it would be a fun thing to do, maybe on a monthly basis, if that would interest you. I've also meant to film like a Q&A video for a long time, but I guess I was kind of waiting until I would have enough people that they would actually ask me questions for it, which sounds kind of sad, but it's true. I mean, I wouldn't want to be like, hey guys, filming a Q&A, leave your questions, and then nobody leaves me any questions to answer, so maybe we will do that. I have not figured out the format for it yet, or what platform. I don't really use Twitter too much, so, but I do have one. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description box. So maybe that's where people usually, that and YouTube are where people usually ask for questions. So I guess be on the lookout. If, I don't know if I'll make a specific video, maybe in just like a general channel update video, which I should probably do and say most of what I have been saying in this video in like an actual channel update video, and not just at the end of like a video where people have probably all stopped watching. But yes, yeah, so a Q&A video maybe at some point, and maybe we'll do like a mid-year check-in on my channel or something like that, sometime in early June maybe. That might be good, because I know not everybody watches like the vlogs, because they do encompass an entire like month worth of me doing stuff, but maybe a channel update, like a mid-year channel check-in would be best. Just spitballing here. Fairy garden would go fairy top. Well, and we are coming to the end of our organization by alphabetical order. My somewhat increasingly urgent project as well is transferring my current card storage into something more permanent and just larger in general. Because as you can see, some of the boxes, and they are split up by card type, are basically full, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all these. I guess I'll just leave them sitting on this table for the moment. Oh no, I can't, because I have another video to film like right now. But yeah, I'll have to put them somewhere for the moment, because yeah, we actually have so many cards that they don't fit in the tops of all the Elite Trainer boxes and stuff anymore. Alrighty, well, that is a lot of cards to find homes for. But thanks for making it through this entire booster box, if you made it this far, or even somewhat far. Hope you enjoyed my ramblings as we wrapped up our Fates Collide booster box. And I will see you in our next Pokemon video, if you don't like my other stuff. Thanks for watching, and